Chelsea Poorman's body behind a mansion in Vancouver. She had been rotting there alone for 1.5 years. She had just signed up for film school but would never have a chance. Just like so many others, killed or disappeared. In one of the world's richest countries, in the country's richest neighborhood, in the backyard of an investment property. A construction worker found her, having nothing to do with any work done by the RCMP. Just another of the murdered and the missing, another illustration of the shame. One more dead Canadian woman who remembers her name. Chelsea lived in the city of Vancouver. By her friends and family, she was loved well. Her father drove 1,000 miles to come to search for her, to try to find a place where his daughter fell. As soon as her body was discovered, the insults began to be hurled. There was no foul play involved in her death, the RCMP announced to the world. Just another of the murdered and the missing, another illustration of the shame. One more dead Canadian woman who remembers her name. Chelsea Poorman was missing 3 fingers. She had somehow lost a chunk of her head. The authorities waited until 2 weeks later before announcing they found Chelsea dead. They said, "Sorry, the case is closed now, with no investigation to show." They said, "What happened to this young woman, we'll probably never know." Just another of the murdered and the missing, another illustration of the shame. One more dead Canadian woman who remembers her name. Chelsea Poorman's body was found behind a mansion her father had to break into it to find. She had left a variety of her belongings, and they were still sitting in the house left behind. We may not know what happened to her yet, but someone important has something to hide. There's one thing here that is certain: the cops are corrupt and they lied. Just another of the murdered and the missing, another illustration of the shame. One more dead Canadian woman who remembers her name. Just another of the murdered and the missing, another illustration of the shame. One more dead Indigenous woman who remembers her name, who remembers her